皆さんおはようございます。こんにちは、こんばんは。Welcome to the Japanese Easy News Article of the Day for August 14th, 2026. 2026年8月14日の今日の記事でございます。For our headline today, we have 大雨で道路に水が溢れて8人が亡くなった。And here's our vocab from the headline. We have 大雨, heavy rain, 道路, street or road, 水, water, なくなる to pass away or to die, and 溢れる to overflow. Now jumping back into our headline, we have 大雨で. So 大雨 going to be heavy rain. で is kind of due to or by means of. So in this case, due to the heavy rains. 道路 the road. に there's a direction. There's probably going to be some movement here or a location that's being pointed at with this に. And we have 水 water. が is going to tell us that this 水, this water, is going to be doing something. And that action is going to be 溢れる, which is to overflow. And then because we're not done with our sentence, the water is overflowing into the road and we put 溢れる in the て form. So 道路に水が溢れて the water flows into the road and 8人, 8 people, our counter for people, 人 が, these people are going to do something as our subject, and that verb is なくなる, which is to pass away or to die. And then we're putting that in the past tense. なくなる goes to なくなった. So, due to the heavy rains, water overflowed into the road and 8 people have died. And here is the vocab from the rest of the article. We have 警察 police, 消防 fire department, 千葉県 Chiba prefecture, 桜市 Sakura city, 連絡 is contact or communication. You can also use 連絡する to communicate, to contact someone. 千葉市 Chiba city, 男性 is a man, 柏市 Kashiwa city, 市川市 Ichikawa city. So always keep in mind this 市 can mean like a market or a city. But this is the name of all these cities, so we always have 市 at the name there, at the end there. And we have 八千代市 Yachio city, 車 car, 乗る to ride or to board, 助ける to help or to save, 病院 hospital, and たまる to accumulate or for something to collect. All right, and we have a simple grammar point for the day as well. We have a verb in the dictionary form, and then we add ことができる, which is how we say we can do something or something is possible. So it expresses ability. So a couple of example sentences. We have 車から出ることができませんでした. So was not able to get out of the car. Get out of the car being 車から出る. We attach ことができる. Put that in the negative past tense, ことができませんでした. Or 道路に水が溢れて車が通ることができません. So the water has overflooded into the road and the car cannot pass. 車が通ることができません. Once again in the negative here, できません. Then 彼は日本語上手だから難しい漢字でも読むことができる. So he is good at Japanese. 彼は日本語上手だから. Therefore, he can read difficult kanji. 難しい漢字でも読むことができる.
昨日からの大雨で道路に水があふれました。警察や消防によると、千葉県で8人が亡くなりました。佐倉市では昨日の夜、車から出ることができないと連絡がありました。連絡があった道路では、タクシーの中に水が入って、乗っていた女性が亡くなりました。千葉市では、道路の下にあるアンダーパスに水が溜まって、車の中にいた男性が外に出ることができなくなりました。男性は亡くなりました。 柏市では水が入った車の中から女性を助けました。しかし女性は病院で亡くなりました。他に市川市や八千代市などでも道路に水があふれて人が亡くなりました。
All right, let's jump right into our article.
昨日からの大雨で道路に水があふれました。
Okay, this is very similar to our headline. So we have 昨日から is what she said, but 13日 is what they have written here. 13日, the 13th day, 昨日, yesterday. So から tells us from yesterday. If we want to then attach to another noun, we use の. So 13日からの大雨, the heavy rain from the 13th. で due to the heavy rain on the 13th, 道路に so 道路 on the road, 水が the water is going to do something, 溢れました. So 溢れる to overflow. So water overflowed and flooded into the road due to the heavy rain starting on the 13th.
警察や消防によると千葉県で8人が亡くなりました。
警察や消防によると so 警察 is going to be the police. 消防 is going to be the fire department. This ya tells us we're getting stuff from these two and other things like it. So and then we have によると according to. So according to the police, the fire department and other agencies like them. 千葉県で in Chiba prefecture, this de tells us our location of action. 8人 8 people got these 8 people are going to do a verb or be something, and that verb is 亡くなる, which is to pass away. 亡くなりました, put in the past tense. So according to the police, the fire department, and other agencies like them, in Chiba prefecture, 8 people have passed away.
佐倉市では昨日の夜、車から出ることができないと連絡がありました。
Okay, 佐倉市では so 佐倉市 Sakura City では we're kind of saying this is our location where something is happening and it's a main topic here. So in Sakura City 13日の夜13日 the 13th or yesterday 昨日の夜 and then 夜 is evening. We want to connect these two. We use no. So the evening of the 13th 13日の夜. Then we have a quote here. 車から so 車 car から from my car 出る to get out or escape 車から出る to get out of your car. Then we have our grammar point of the day ことができない so this is ことができる to be able to do something. We're putting that in the negative. So ことができない cannot. So 車から出ることができない I cannot get out of my car. と this to kind of says that something before it is being quoted or solidified into a single idea. And then we have 連絡がありました. So 連絡 is contact or communication. Got this contact or communication is going to do something, and that verb is ある to exist. And then we're putting that in the past tense. So if you want to say someone contacted you, in Japanese we can say there was communication. So 連絡があった 連絡がありました. So in Sakura City on the evening of the 13th, they were contacted with someone saying, I cannot get out of my car.
連絡があった道路ではタクシーの中に水が入って乗っていた女性が亡くなりました。
Okay, so once again we have 連絡があった So same phrase here, there was contact. And then that's all describing 道路 So the street where they were contacted from. では, once again, our location. On that street where they were contacted from, or where someone called them. タクシーの中. So taxi is a taxi. We use no because we're describing something of the taxi, and that is naka, which is inside. Then we have a verb that requires the use of ni here, a little bit of direction involved. And then we have 水が入って. So 水 is water. Ga, it's going to do something. And that verb is 入る, to enter. And we're putting that in the te form because we're not done yet. So on that street where they were contacted from, or where these people called them from, water got into a taxi. タクシーの中に水が入って乗っていた. So this is coming from 乗る to ride, being put in the teiru form to describe a period of time when this was happening, and then it's also put in the past tense with this ta. So this is how we say was writing at the time, right? So 乗っていた, and that is describing our 女性. So 乗っていた女性 would be a woman who was riding in that taxi. が, she's gonna do something. 亡くなりました. So 亡くなる to pass away in the past tense. So on this road where they were called from, water had entered into a taxi, and a woman who was riding the taxi passed away.
千葉市では道路の下にあるアンダーパスに水が溜まって車の中にいた男性が外に出ることができなくなりました。
Okay, so 千葉市では once again in Chiba City, 道路の下. So 道路 is the road. No, we are using this to describe something of the road, and that is 下. So the underneath of the road, 道路の下. And then にある, we use ni to point where something is doing this verb ある, which is underneath. So existing underneath the road. Underpass. So an underpass that existed underneath the road. So an underpass that is under the road. Normally underpasses would be under the road, but you know, this sentence is what it is. All right. And then ni, saying there's going to be an action that happens on this place or in this place. 水が溜まって. So 水, water, が, it's our subject, gonna do something. 溜まって. So 溜まって comes from 溜まる, to collect, to accumulate. And then we're putting that in the te form. So 水が溜まって, water piled up. There was a whole lot of water. And the te form we use for saying and. So water had collected in this underpass underneath the road, and 車の中に. So once again, we've already seen this, but 車の中に would be inside of the car. Then we have a verb いた coming from いる being put in the past tense for いた. And then that is describing our 男性, which is a man. So a man who was in the car, existing in the car, が is going to do something. 外に, so 外 is outside, に is to the outside, 出る is exit or get out, right? Then we once again have our grammar of the day, ことができない. So this is ことができる, be able to in the past tense. Sorry, my head is blocking that. ことができない, cannot get out. And then if we want to say, we want to focus on this was a change that happened. So he was totally fine. He could get out of the car, but the situation changed to where he could not get out of the car. We can use this nai here in dekinai, this negative nai. We drop the e and add kunaru. And that is how we say things are changing. And then this kunaru here can then be changed and put in the past tense, which is what we have here. So the situation changed to where he could not get out of the car. So altogether, 千葉市では in Chiba, 道路の下にあるアンダーパスに水が溜まって water had collected in an underpass that was under the road, and 車の中にいた男性が外に出ることができなくなりました。A man who was in the car could not get out of the car. And emphasis on that's the situation that changed, right?
男性は亡くなりました。
And 男性は、so 男性、the man は。So what we normally use with things that have already been introduced. So you can see the first time we talked about this man, we used ga. It's very common. And then now that we know this is a man, it's a topic we can use later. So this is kind of like the equivalent of saying this man or the man. And then 亡くなりました. Once again, the verb 亡くなる to pass away, to die, in the past tense. 亡くなりました。
柏市では水が入った車の中から女性を助けました。
Okay, 柏市では So in 柏 city, same では here. And 水が入った So 水が入る for water to enter. And then that's being put in the past tense and it is describing our 車. So a car in which water had entered. 水が入った車. And then の中, once again, inside of that car. 中から, from the inside of that car that water had entered. 女性を助けました. So 女性, woman, を Someone is going to do something to this woman with a verb. The o marks that as our object. And 助けました. So 助ける to assist, to help, to save. So they had rescued this woman from inside of the car that water had entered. 水が入った車の中から女性を助けました。
しかし、女性は病院で亡くなりました。
Okay, nice simple sentence here. しかし is a very formal however. So they saved her from that car. However, 女性は the woman は once again you'll see we have a wa here. We introduced the 女性. Well, here was with an o because she's not doing something. She was being saved. But this wa, okay, we know who we're talking about. This woman, 病院で 病院 is a hospital that marks that as our location. And 亡くなりました. So 亡くなる to pass away in the past tense 亡くなりました。
他に市川市や八千代市などでも道路に水があふれて人が亡くなりました。
Okay, so 他に we are adding something on here. It's kind of like in addition to that. Then we have 市川市や八千代市. So we have ya here, which once again, we're listing two things, but we're not limiting it to those things. And ya and nado kind of work together in a lot of situations. These both have that feel of, yeah, these are examples, but we're not limiting it down. So 市川市や八千代市など. Demo, this demo is kind of like even in these places and others. 道路に水が溢れて. So same thing, 道路, road, に Something's going to happen to the road or on the road. 水が溢れて. 水 water が going to do something and that verb is 溢れる to overflow. Put in the te form. Say and. So water flooded into the road and 人が亡くなりました。人 person が it's going to do something and 亡くなる to pass away in the past tense. So even in Ichikawa City, Yachiyo City, and other cities, water flooded into the roads and people passed away. And that is it for our article today. We are giving so many disasters, so please stay safe wherever you are in the world. Lots going on, but 無事でいてくださいね。気をつけてください。いつもありがとうございます。Thank you so much for being here. Hopefully you're liking the videos and please like and subscribe if you have not. I will plan on seeing you in some later videos and hopefully streams as well. またね。